Florida quarterback Graham Mertz took one of the biggest steps last year from 2022 to 2023 that any quarterback in college football did. And I think a lot of that is due to Napier and his staff being able to develop him and put him in a good position to succeed. Regardless of what you think of Napier and the Florida coaching staff, I thought they did a really good job with Graham Mertz last year. He had a career year. And so for Florida to eclipse what their win total is and for Florida to surprise people and have a better season than people are saying they're going to have against this tough schedule, a lot relies and a lot depends on Graham Mertz. With the season about a week and a half away, let's talk about Mertz. Let's make a little quarterback profile over Graham Mertz. Let's talk about what he does well. We'll go through arm strength, accuracy, experience, mobility, a few other categories, and then we'll talk about some different notes and watch about 3 clips of film that does a good job demonstrating what we're talking about. It's broadcast footage. I do apologize for that. It's not the best quality, but I think it gets our point across. So Graham Mertz, career year last year, right? He was a quarterback known for just deacon and dunking and turning the ball over when he was at Wisconsin. He comes to Florida and his yards per attempt shoot up by a yard and a half plus, 8-point-something yards per attempt. Did the best job of the whole SEC of take care of the football. I think his TD to interception ratio was like 7-1. I don't know how the numbers pulled up right in front of me, but it was 5 to 6 times better than it was at Wisconsin. I think that was a big reason why Florida was able to stay in some games. Now, they lost some games they should have won. Arkansas comes to mind, but still Mertz had a great year. So let's go through the profile. We'll go through the profile, and then we'll watch some of the film. So arm strength. I think Mertz has an adequate arm. He's not going to have a cannon by any means by some of these other top quarterbacks in college football, but he's capable of making necessary throws within Florida's offense. And he's not going to have this world beater type arm. He can deliver the ball effectively on any play called. Accuracy. I think this is where Mertz is separating himself from others. He's an extremely accurate quarterback, and a lot of times people have this connotation of him. He's accurate. His completion percentage is so high because he's dinking and dunking and taking short throws. And while, yes, a lot of times he's taking what the defense gives him, and that certainly does help with his completion percentage and what people, say is accurate. But at the same time, he's making some tough throws downfield. And we're going to see that on film here in a few minutes of his accuracy, pushing the ball downfield, 20-plus yards throw. He's more than just a short to intermediate accurate quarterback. Of course, Mertz has a ton of experience starting, last year being his best year by far, so hopefully he can build on that, build on his experience. As far as mobility goes, he's definitely more of a traditional passer with probably limited mobility compared to other quarterbacks in the league, but he's not a statue. He's not going to be a huge threat to run, but he's able to use his legs when need be. His deep ball is probably the thing you want to continue to improve on. However, he was accurate last year, and Napier's offense maybe didn't necessarily call for a ton of deep balls, right? But it was effective, not exceptional. So that's probably an area you can continue to improve on. So the overall takeaway from Graham Mertz, he's a seasoned quarterback. He's got great to solid accuracy. He's a steady hand, making him, I think, a reliable option for Florida. He may not have the highest ceiling, but he's maximizing his potential, or at least he did last year. So sure, could they put in DJ Lagway? Could he take off? Absolutely. And he's probably going to whenever he gets his chance. But I still think his experience, his ability to manage the game makes him a solid leader for Florida's offense, especially with the schedule they have coming up here, right? So I think, like we talked about, he took a big step last year. He's more accurate than just those checkdowns, right? Like it's more than just check down throws, ding and dunk. And we're going to see on film, pushing the ball downfield, throwing some pretty tight spaces. He also had the ball come out extremely quick, and he was the top quarterback in the SEC as it relates to sacks being his fault. Only 8% of the sacks were his fault. So of all the returning starting quarterbacks in the SEC, that's number one. For example, just to give you some context, Jalen Milroe, like 23% of his sacks were his fault. Quinn Ewers, 25% of his sacks were his fault. Those are the two lower ones in the SEC. And I'm including Quinn in here. But Mertz did a good job getting the ball out quick, taking what the defense gives him, and then, in a smart way, push the ball downfield when need be, right? So, again, with this schedule, I know it's tough. It's been beaten down, talked about on every probably college football, Florida talk show that is out there. I still think Mertz could have a good year, and Florida could maybe not win as many games as they want to. But if Mertz takes the next step, if he's better than people even think he's going to be, then Florida has a legit shot to surprise some people. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into this film. I think it's just 3 clips showcasing his accuracy from different play calls and different schemes. So let's go ahead and dive into the film, and then we'll wrap the video up. All right, so we got my favorite 2 plays from Mertz. We're going to watch back-to-back against South Carolina. It's a 4th and 10, you'll see him roll out and throw a good ball to Pearsall, I believe, is who we throw it to. Yeah, you're going to see him roll out, avoid pressure. Good job on the run, but it's 4th and 10 here. Just a really impressive throw. And again, it's broadcast footage, so I do apologize. We'll have to go a little slow. I can probably go faster than that, though. See if I can speed up a little bit. Eyes downfield, able to avoid pressure here. Eyes downfield, I'll speed it up a little bit. And then we'll see him throw on the run. And we'll see it to Pearsall, I believe. So this is probably my favorite play. This kept the drive alive. It kept the game alive. And then they're able to take or have the game-winning touchdown pass shortly after this play. I think we're actually going to watch that play after this. But again, probably my favorite play by Mertz here. And there'll have to be a lot of clutch throws and clutch plays for Florida to exceed expectations. So here's going to be, I think this is, I can't remember if it's 2nd or 3rd down. This is the game-winning score, I believe. Throws a little like skinny post route, I think, to Pearsall between the safety and DB down here. So good job attacking middle of the field. Like we talked about, he was able to throw inside numbers, outside numbers against the blitz. Whenever defense would drop 7 or 8, you can see initially looking to this side, right, trying to get this safety slightly over here. Doesn't necessarily bite per se, but just enough gets him, and then he comes across to the other side of the field, and the ball is coming out right now. You can kind of see Pearsall hasn't even completely broken his route yet. Ball's coming out, so this is a good, if I had to guess, probably a pre-snap read where he knew he was going here the whole way. So he was just trying to get the safety in a different position. Great ball here. Probably my second favorite throw by Mertz last season. Let's go ahead and watch one more clip of Mertz, and we'll wrap this video up. All right, so here we got another touchdown pass from Mertz. This will be the last clip we watch. Again, just 3. It's going to be, I believe it's a wheel route, and it's not quite outside the numbers, but it's a far enough throw that I think does a good job showing Mertz's accuracy on different types of throws, right? We saw him throwing on the run. We saw him throwing more middle of the field, inside the numbers type throw on that bang route or that skinny post route. And so now we're going to see a throw more outside the numbers, or at least from the left hash to the right side of the field. But again, touchdown pass here from Mertz, accurate throw. Again, I got to move slow motion. We kind of see the defense kind of converge here. They only bring 3, right? So they drop 8 into coverage. And then we'll see the pass is right through here. So he's reading. He's about to let go of the ball now. He sees this safety. He's taking this receiver right here. But still, there's not a ton of room for error. Ends up being a really nice hole shot throw here from Mertz. This is a good example of, again, his accuracy. Wow, it's pretty close before this defender gets over. But his accuracy, good feel on this throw too. Just enough juice, but also had to layer it over in between this this DB for the touchdown here. So this is another good example of Mertz, again, being able to throw it accurately in different types of throws here. So just 3 clips that we saw, right? We saw his ability to push the ball downfield in some crucial situations. Those throws against South Carolina are my favorite throws that he made last year. Without those throws, they lose the game, right? So you saw his ability to use his legs and escape, not one of his main attributes, but he was able to throw an accurate throw. Then you saw him throw an accurate throw. Good job bringing the defense, moving that safety to the left side of the field and hitting Pearsall for that little bang route touchdown. And then we saw another accurate throw on, what was that, wheel route? That was a pretty tough throw from the left hash to the right side of the field, right? So just good examples of showing that his accurate ability is more than just check down throws. But Florida fans, SEC fans, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Graham Mertz? What was I wrong about? What was I right about? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if this is your first time tuning in, thank you. Just a big quarterback hub. We talk all things college quarterbacks, specifically SEC quarterbacks. We're going to have SEC quarterback content throughout the entire season. So like, share, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Keep following us along. We'll see you next time. Peace.